the hat the fish is. Okay? And you got that information because he said he looked at the title. This is not my hat. Why isn't it his hat? Yes, ma'am? Okay. Put it on big sticky notes so you can all see. I would wonder, why does the fish have a hat? Fish don't wear hats, do they? So that would be another question. These don't stick very good, do they? That you might want to ask. And now we are going to, I might also ask, if you look at this cover, what are these white dots? Okay. I'm going to, you know what, it's not very sticky. Annabelle, would you grab me some tape, please? Now, as I read, sometimes I get the answers to my questions. But when I think of these questions and I write them, do I always get answers to my questions? No. Who remembers what we call it when there's a question that doesn't get answered? Do you remember we wrote it in our reading response journals? Awesome! Lingering questions. That means it's a question that doesn't get answered. How will you ever find out? Can you find that other information in other books? Yes? So we find out the answers as we read, and sometimes we don't. So this is called This Is Not My Hat by John Klassen. Exactly. This hat is not mine. I just stole it. I stole it from a big fish. He was asleep when I did it. What I want you to do right now, in a whisper voice, is you're going to turn and talk to your partner and see if you can come up with a question you might have from what we read already or the pictures. You can join the group. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Awesome. Okay, did you come up with any good questions that you might have as we have been reading?
Yes.
No?
What is the fish's name? The big one?
Okay, what is his name? Any other questions? Zachary?
I wonder why while the little fish stole the huge fishes, which are really usually sensitive a lot, why didn't he wake up?
Okay, so do you think the big fish knows his hat was taken?
No.
I don't know, so we'll write that. See if these stick any better. Okay, I'm going to write real fast. So oh good, I'm out of stickies.
I can go be more.
Okay, so I really like this story. I've never read it before, and I read it last night. I snuck a peek. And he probably won't wake up for a long time. What do you notice?
He woke up.
He is awake. And even if he does wake up, he probably won't notice that it's gone. Do you think he notices it's gone?
Yeah.
How do you know he notices?
Because he's looking upwards and he doesn't see his hat.
Okay, make sure we raise our hand. Do you see how his eyes are going up? He notices it's not on his head. So we have answered one of our questions. Does the big fish know his hat is gone, and I can write answer, put an A on it, because I answered my question. Oh, never mind. And even if he does notice that it's gone, he probably won't know it was me who took it. Look at the shape of his eye now. I like that word Zachary used, scowl. He does not look happy, and I can tell because his eye is squished down. What I want you to do now is, again, quietly turn to the partner. See if there's any questions you might have about this right now. So do you think he said fish is dangerous? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. I heard some great conversations, and this group right here had a good question that they came up with. What is it, your question?
Maybe he was tired and his eyes were just closing again, or the others that took his hat was just not on the page.
So could your question be, is he looking at the little fish with an angry face?
I got one.
Zachary, raise your hand, please. Daraj. Oops, spelled that wrong. Thank you for raising your hand. Can you tell me what? Seriously? What was your question?
Maybe the little fish knows that the fishes is chasing after him, so he goes into a deep hole, and then he let other bad fish, and then he's trapped, so he can't go
So,
up or down.
What would your question be? Is the little fish...
Trapped. Can he get trapped?
Okay, so is he trapped or is he hiding? Tell you what, when I put the tape on, you can put them on there since I'm having a bad luck. Okay, let me read on. This is our exciting story. And even if he does guess it was me, he won't know where I'm going. But I will tell you where I'm going. I'm going where the plants grow big and tall and close together. It is very hard to see in there. Nobody will ever find me. There is someone who saw me already, but he said he wouldn't tell anyone which way I went. So he told the crab where he went, but he says the crab, he won't tell anybody. Do you think that's true?
No.
Why? We did. Oh, you're right. We talked about it, so he is going to hide. So I'm going to put A for answered, and I'm going to put going to hide. Sorry, I can't read that. Okay. I think when I look at this, when I looked earlier and he said no one will know where I'm going, and you could tell the big fish was following him. Well, he won't tell anyone.
He won't tell anyone.
Just look at the picture. Do you think the crab told?
Yeah.
What do you see him doing?
Pointing.
So I am not worried about that. Do you have a question you thought of as we read?
Maybe the big fish is just going to give the fish's hat anyway.
So maybe the little fish will give back his hat?
No, but maybe the big fish will let the little fish keep that.
Oh, so your question would be, I wonder if... Okay, can you write that down and we'll add it to our during reading part? But I'm going to keep it. It was too small for him anyway. It fits me just right. And look, I made it! Where the plants are big and tall and close together. Daraj, you have a question?
Maybe he's gonna move his way back.
So give me a question.
He's going to go to plants and he's not gonna find his way back.
So how does the question start?
And he goes into the tall plant and big plant.
Maybe, will he
Going to the pool and his way back.
get lost in the plants? Okay. I knew I was going to make it. Okay, take a look at this picture. How many of you think he made it? How many of you think no?
He made it,
Okay.
but it's not.
He made it, but is he in the clear?
Yes. No. No, because the fish saw him.
And we're going to add, I wonder if he will get lost. Nobody will ever find me. And this is the next part I really like because now they don't have words. They just have pictures. Can you see the little fish?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, now look at this. I see the crab, so the fish is done. Going back in this direction.
His hat.
Okay, now, what I want you to do, try and talk to your partner and see if you can come up with a question for after reading.
I know.
Five, four, three, two, one, done. Okay. Questions. Gloria. So a question would be, who can take what she just said and make it a question?
I wonder if the hat was lost when the fish was.
Okay, so did the little fish drop the hat? Okay, and if he dropped it while he was running away, did he notice? Any other questions? Can I have my friend right here? Thank you. Lilia, come on down. Okay, question. Xander.
Did the big fish eat the small fish?
Okay. Did the big fish eat the small fish and get his hat back?
It'll probably be a nibble to him. Used to nibble to him.
I have a question. I wonder if maybe the little fish just